unanimously ratify the recommendation of the disciplinary committee, and I will go as follows. Number 1, Senator Ken Nnamani. For the past years, Ken Nnamani has had a history of anti-party activities in Enugu State, amongst others. Audio, text, and video evidence established that Senator Ken Nnamani campaigned openly against the governorship and other candidates of APC. On November 12, 2022, at Dome Event Center, New Haven, on 20th January 2023 at Opera Enugu, and others. In addition, his comparado political activities have so compromised him that he is no longer able to campaign for even our presidential candidate. The fact-finding committee and the disciplinary committee have established a prima facie case of anti-party activities against Senator Ken Nnamani and recommended him for suspension from the party. The extended state executive committee, including local government chairmen and local government secretaries of the party, have ratified the recommendation of the disciplinary committee and hereby request for immediate suspension of Senator Ken Nnamani and transmission of the decision to the Southeast Zonal Executive Committee for ultimate transmission to the National Executive Committee. Number 2, Barrister Sullivan Chime. Barrister Sullivan Chime is the former governor of Enugu State, or was the former governor of Enugu State from 2007 to 2015. Allegations were leveled against Barrister Chime, including actions and statements that were in direct contravention of the party's constitution. After conducting thorough investigation into the allegation of anti-party activities leveled against Sullivan Chime, it is with regret that we report that the evidence gathered by the fact-finding committee points to his guilt. We interviewed several witnesses and reviewed a significant amount of documentary evidence, including news blogs, newspapers, social media posts, and radio interviews granted by Barrister Sullivan. He actively worked against the party's interests during the 2023 general election. As a result of the investigation, the fact-finding committee have concluded that Barrister Chime is guilty of anti-party activities. The disciplinary committee concurred and recommended that Barrister Chime be expelled from the party, which they considered an appropriate disciplinary measures to be taken against Barrister Chime in line with the party's rules and regulations. The extended state executive committee, including local government chairmen and local government secretaries of the party, have ratified the recommendation of the disciplinary committee and hereby request for the immediate expulsion of Barrister Sullivan Chime from APC and transmission of the decision. Honorable Geoffrey Onyeama and Mr. Flavor Eze. Honorable Geoffrey Onyeama is the Minister of Foreign Affairs from 2015 to date. Mr. Flavor Eze is personal assistant. Allegations were leveled against Honorable Onyeama and Mr. Eze, including actions and statements that were in direct contravention of the party's constitution. After conducting a thorough investigation into the allegation of anti-party activities, we regret the report to report that the evidence gathered by the fact-finding committee points to their guilt. And Honorable Minister Geoffrey Onyeama engaged in activities that were detrimental to the party's interest. They openly supported candidates from rival parties. The committee have concluded that Honorable Onyeama and Mr. Flavor Eze were guilty of anti-party activities. The disciplinary committee concurred and recommended that Honorable Onyeama be suspended while Mr. Eze be expelled from the party. They consider this as appropriate disciplinary actions against the two. The extended state executive committee, including local government chairmen and secretaries, unanimously ratified the recommendation of the disciplinary committee and hereby request for an immediate suspension of Honorable Geoffrey Onyeama and immediate expulsion of Mr. Flavor Eze. The next in line is Mr. Osita Okechukwu. Mr. Osita Okechukwu is the Director General of Voice of Nigeria of Mr. Osita Okechukwu. The extended executive committee, including local government chairmen and local government secretaries of the party, have unanimously ratified the recommendation of the disciplinary committee for an immediate expulsion of Mr. Oslokichu from APC. The next is Honorable Eugene Odo. As you know, Honorable Eugene Odo is guilty of anti-party activities. The disciplinary committee concurred and recommended that Honorable Odo be expelled from the party, which they considered as appropriate disciplinary measures to be taken against them, in line with the party's rules and regulations. The extended State Executive Committee concurred and ratified the recommendation, and hereby request for an immediate expulsion of Honorable Eugene Odo from APC. Apart from Senator Onyeama, Barrister Chime, Honorable Onyeama, there were others that will receive petitions against. There were also Joe Mamel and Mr. Madoka Arum, aka Mama. They're both from the Enugu local government and Enugu South local government, respectively. The petitions all bordered on anti-party activities. As a result of the investigation, the fact-finding committee have concluded that also Joe Mamel and Mr. Madoka Arum, aka Mama, are guilty of anti-party activities. The disciplinary committee concurred and recommended that also Joe Mamel and Mr. Madoka Arum be expelled from the party, which they consider an appropriate disciplinary actions to be taken against them, in line with the party's rules and regulations. The extended State Executive Committee, including local government chairmen and local government secretaries of the party, unanimously ratified the recommendation of the disciplinary committee and hereby request for immediate expulsion of also Joe Mamel and Mr. Madoka Arum from the party. Petitions were also written against Mr. Ben Mumuye and Comrade A.C.U. Dick. However, the duo were already expelled since 2022, and since they are no longer members of APC, the petitions against them are hereby rendered signed. Thank you very much.